Hello and welcome everyone to Tarot Tuesday on a Wednesday. So I had a little scheduling switch up this week, but I felt that I really wanted to do Tarot Tuesday because we missed it last week. So I wanted to catch up. And a lot of you know that I am up to my eyeballs painting and priming my new house that I'm going to be moving into by the end of the month. So I have paint all over my arms. And yesterday I was on such a roll, I didn't want to quit. So I decided to pack all of my work into one day today and then again on Friday. But in between all the days of not working, I am painting and prepping this house that I just manifested out of the blue. And I'm so excited for a lot of you know the story. I may share it later. We'll see. But first and foremost, I'd rather get to your questions today, see what's in the cards for you all. Today, I'm going to be doing a couple of different things. So today is a full moon, and typically around the full moon, I feel really highly intuitive. I don't know about you, but I think it's a part of the process. And so I'm going to be using a lot of my intuition to answer your questions today. And I know that I've been doing that more and more actually. And I'm just getting more comfortable in the public doing the intuitive reading. So that part's always fine. Plus, I'm never not giving my intuitive readings, but I'm usually doing the tarot first and then introducing. But a lot of times now I'm feeling my impulses first and then the tarot will validate. So we'll just see how it goes today. But in addition to using just intuitive readings, what I want to do is use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck today from Colette Baron Reed, one of my favorite sisters in psychic work. She's amazing. She's been with Hay House forever. She is definitely one of my mentors. So I will be using her deck and couple that with my intuition. And I do have my handy dandy tarot deck nearby for validation if we need to pull more cards for validation. So today I want to go a little deeper than I usually do. So I will be spending a little bit more time per session or per person, per question. So that means I may not be able to get to all of you. So my apologies in advance, but I would rather do a little bit more of a deeper and thorough reading to provide a little bit more clarity and sink our teeth into some things. Of course, it's not going to be the full gamut, but they're going to be a little bit longer so that we can get to the meat of situations. All right. So I think I already kind of do that, but I just wanted to give you a little heads up about that. So, hey, Jessica. Hey, Tammy. Thanks for being here, ladies. All right. So I have, yes, Jessica says, I feel it as well. I'm ascending myself. I'm an empath. Yay. Yes. Doesn't it just feel like there's this big up-leveling happening? I am noticing it with so many people in my sphere. Like everybody is just ready to shed their skins and get on to the next level. It's like game over. Let's keep going and up level. So I'm seeing this and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it for myself. I'm seeing it for my son. I'm seeing it for my friends. It's a really awesome time as far as that goes. I know it's also the darkest month and the holidays. And so I don't mean to skate by the stresses, the realities of the holiday seasons as well. But the bigger picture, though, I really feel like we're gearing up for 2023 and we're open and available to manifesting really great things for ourselves. So hopefully I can be part of your process in that. So as always, I am going to start with my questions that have been emailed to me previously, like yesterday, the day before. These are the people on my email list. So if you want to make sure that you get a reading, like guaranteed, sign up on my email list on my website, charlenemurphy.com. And that way you'll be notified. I always send a message to my people that will be going live. And so then they can just respond directly to that email and send me in their questions. Pretty seamless, easy process. So if you want to ensure a reading, I would recommend doing that for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start with my friend Vivi from Oslo asks, what is the best step? It is Oslo, right? What is the best step for me to take now, edging into 2023? See, everybody's feeling it. It is the season for that, going into 2023. What is the best step? Okay, so let's go ahead and consult the wisdom cards. I love these cards, by the way. They are very reflective of the traditional tarot as well. But just with a different perspective, which is really fresh. So I have for you, Vivi, Between Worlds. So you can infer or intuit what that means for you. So right now you're you're changing. There's change coming, and it is time for the up leveling. So you're in between these two worlds of where you are now and where you want to be, and it's a very appropriate place to be. You're leaning into the future. You're asking about what's happening and what my next steps are. So this little guy with his long legs, he is stepping with one foot in one location, one foot on the other. So what I intuit for this meaning for you is to no rush, take your time. It's a gradual process. You will naturally, organically step right into it. So be open to receiving the guidance, the open doors, the invitations, and then just easily and organically step forward. So it's definitely a stepping forward, and it's definitely a stepping up. You notice the colors in the card too. One half is darker, the future part is lighter and brighter. So part of this process too, guys, I'm never going to not talk about manifesting, is while we're in this present world, in the what is, we can imagine for ourselves what it is that we are wanting for the next year. Who do I want to be? How do I want to show up? What does this look like? What do I want to feel like? And while you're in that incubator of your powerful imagination, I swear I'm going to write a book about the imagination. It is the magical portal for everything that comes into existence. When you're in that place, you are creating it. It's like you're projecting it, you're broadcasting it. And then the universe and all of its helpers respond. One thing I know for sure, we live in a responsive universe. So step gently, step easily. You'll feel the intuitive nudges. You'll know the divine right actions to take when you feel it in your heart, and then you just move in that direction. And in the meantime, keep broadcasting, and then the signs and the guidance will even come more and more for you. So that's what I would say to you. Be, another little thing that just drops in is like being grateful for what is now and really excited about what's coming. That's a really healthy place to be so that we can transition smoothly, right? All right, Vivi, I hope you picked up what I'm putting down. And then Ava asks, she says she's going through some confusing relationship stuff, and she would definitely welcome any clarity. So let's find some clarity on this relationship stuff with Ava. And hopefully Ava is in the room. I'm gonna see who else might be here. Did my chat freeze up? It did. I see Jessica. I see Vivi. Yep, Vivi is here from Oslo. Yay. Okay, good. Okay, so Ava, going through some confusing relationship stuff. Thank you guys for checking in, and would definitely welcome any clarity. Confusing relationship stuff. All right, clarity. Okay, Ava, your card for today is Never-Ending Story. So Never-Ending Story. Same old song and dance. What other cliche can I come up for this one? doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. So this one is reminiscent of the Ten of Swords for me, that the guy that's flat with the swords in his back. This one's a lot prettier and less scary. So, but it's the same message. It's the same, you're doing the same thing and expecting something completely different. So what needs to happen is for you to maybe change your response to the challenging situation. Here's the deal. We can not control anything outside of our sphere as far as people's behavior, right? We can project and we can bend energy and we can change energy and all of that. But still, people have the choice to behave the way that they're going to behave. So we just erase that from the formula and we get busy with ourselves. So especially in this circumstance. So in this circumstance, this is time to examine, what am I doing the same over and over again? Or what is the same fight? Or what is the same struggle? What is the same crap that continues to happen over and over again? Because clearly there's lessons that are not being received, right? And so maybe there's a glossing over, maybe there's an avoidance, maybe there's a let's just stuff that and pretend it's not happening. It's going to persist until it's addressed. That's the way the universe works. We are governed by these laws and they are pesky and persistent, right? So get ahead of that and ask yourself, what am I doing consistently? What am I doing the same that I could change? Where do I need to, maybe take a different approach to something, and to maybe even what I'm hearing for you, Ava, is using your voice and speaking up and asking for what you want, or telling your truth instead of just going along to get along. I love your peaceful nature. I love that you do that. However, it's not healthy in this situation because now it's just a recurring kind of icky situation that is begging actually for a healing. And the healing is going to come from you. It's going to come from your awareness, and it's going to come from examining your habits and then changing them, taking little steps. And don't take those steps and actions until you feel like, oh, that's it. Where you get the aha, you get the clarity. Clarity, spirit, when it speaks to us, it resonates and it feels right. It just feels easy. So if you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I doing wrong? And what do I need to change? You're intellectualizing. That's the opposite of intuition. You're intellectualizing, you're doing spreadsheets in your head. That's all ego-based and it's not as open and free. So when we ask spirit or our higher self, what do I need to change? Just be cool and wait, because you know that the answer will land. It will come, and then you'll have the clarity to, oh, I need to change that habit. I need to change that response. I need to stop saying that thing that is triggering, right? And I need to maybe turn full front and address this situation. Okay? No more avoiding. Okay, let's go ahead and take a peek and see who's here. Melody is here. Hey, Mel. Susan's here. Hi, Susan. I'm going to go ahead and read your questions in a little bit. I see Kyle or Kylie. Okay, so Kylie is looking for business. If you guys need extra readings or anything, go check Kylie out. And Vivi says, transitioning between two worlds, so true for me. Patience and trusting the process. Thank you as always. You're absolutely welcome. Yes, trust the process. And yes, the universe is so good. It really is. It's us in our human impatience and frailty and nervousness and anxiety and dragging the past into the present and all that stuff that we do. We're human. We're going to do it. No throwing anybody under the bus. It's just a matter of awareness. And then when we become aware, we can shift, and then we can improve things. And then it just becomes more habitual in another direction until it's time to shift that, right? It is a never-ending story here. Okay, so Kat Kat asks, or she emailed me yesterday and told me, I told my chiropractor I had a crush on him and he ghosted me. We used to text as friends and he used to flirt with me all the time. And there was something about her sending him a Christmas present and he didn't respond to it. Um, so he knew that my marriage is broken. Why did he do this? So, Kat, I have a lot of intuitive hits on that one, but I actually feel safer to pull a card because I think the card is going to have a more gentle approach. Then I might be a little too blunt for you right now. So let me temper myself. Um, and I apologize that that's happening with you. I mean, that's never fun, but there's good reasons. Fork in the road. Okay, so this speaks to, let me hold this up for you so you can see it. That it's time to pivot. It's time to do something different. You have choices to make here. This is such a beautiful universal reminder that you have free will, that you always have choices in the matter, Cat, as does he. So apparently he has pivoted and taken a different route, right? And now it's time for you to do the same. So the reasons why I get from his perspective are so many. It's about boundaries. It's about, you know, flirtation is one thing, and then taking it to the next level is another. Um, I think he's cleaning up his sloppiness, in his unprofessional boundaries and pulling it back in. So I do I don't want to be opinionated on this, but I can't help it. He needs to do that. I mean, this is his job. This is his profession, and he's crossing some big, hairy boundaries here where he can lose his license. There's so much writing on that. So, um, yes, the flirtation was probably really fun. It was out of bounds on his part. I'm glad he's cleaning it up and he's making some different choices and decisions about the direction that he wants to go in. And unfortunately, you're kind of collateral damage for this lesson that he has learned, and I'm sorry about that. But the nice thing is that you have this lesson that you know, asking and wanting a relationship for yourself that is more healthy, or healing your current one, or both might be the thing that is necessary first before moving on, right? But you didn't ask about that. You asked about why he did what he did. And so that's my answer. He has to, or he's going to lose his livelihood. He's got a lot at jeopardy here. So that's that. And it was just a harmless flirtation on his part. He never intended it to go further than that. His bad. And, you know, I hope he's watching so he can rectify that situation. It's just not professional. Can't do that when you're in the service industry like this, when you're serving people. Big fat no, big red flag. So, Kat, I would say you were probably spared a potentially awful situation. And so it's time to pivot yourself. Okay. Alrighty. So Emily asks, and I have two more. Emily asks, and then I'll get to your guys' question. Sorry. Emily will ask, will there be another man who falls in love with me? My intuition says, Emily, once you put out your open for business sign, your energetic open for business sign, yes, of course. It's really up to you. But let's go ahead and see what the cards say. We are the creators of our universes, folks. We are the creators of our realities. We are dancing and playing with other people. They're like the co-stars in our lives, but you are the ultimate star, and you're making all this stuff happen. And Emily, will there be another man who falls in love with me? Okay, so you have the Go the Distance card, which is really talks about having that endurance. The tarot card that I think of right now for you is the Knight of Swords, where it's like giddy up and go. You know, get that clarity, get that mental image of what you want. Don't wait around for people to fall in love with you. Ask the universe for your partner. Get productive, get serious about what it is that you want, you know, define it, call it in, celebrate it. It's like, yes, thank you for my new love. Thank you for the new man who falls head over heels in love with me, you know, that absolutely. So this is about you getting clarity and going the distance, like get on your horse and ride. No quitting, no falling off the horse and saying, wah, wah, I'm done, no more. Only if you insist. The universe is here to respond to your desires and wishes. So giddy up. All right. I hope that helps. And the last card that I have, and then I'll get to the chat, guys, is from Kristen. And she says that she is feeling drained, withdrawn, self-protective, sad, depleted, and feels like being in the bottom of a deep well, mostly alone. I'm seeking support for managing these energies. She feels out of alignment and wants to be at a higher vibration. Well, I know that because your desire is to be at a higher vibration, Kristen, that is inevitable. It's inevitable. There are some steps that need to happen between now and then and that's why you're asking your question, how to manage these energies. So let's go ahead and pull a card for Kristen and her situation and see what the wisdom of the oracle has to say about this. Okay. Alrighty. This is interesting. It's come to the edge. Come to the edge. So my spidey senses tell me that you're almost done with this. And again, like that boot camp, the test. I don't think the universe is here to test us, but I think that jobs are and people are in different situations come up that really push us to this edge that asks the question, is this what you really want? And we don't really know until we get to that edge. When we get to the edge, and then we can decide, wow, I really don't want this career path or this relationship or this house or fill in the blank at all. Maybe it's time to pivot. But you're being called to this edge. You're being expanded and pushed and pressed to really put to the test the question, is this for you? Is this for you? Do you really want this? Are you willing to go the distance? How far are you willing to go? And then that edge, it feels like, to me, again, boot camp, it feels like that big stretch. It's very uncomfortable. And then it's like, okay, I'm there. I get it. I am dedicated to this path. I love my work. This house is mine. This job is mine. This relationship is worth fighting for. So right now, you're taken to the edge to ask those questions, and you're the only person who can answer them. So you did mention too that you did pull the what was it, the 8 of Cups, where the one is missing and you're going to the cave. Only you can answer this question. Is this really what you want? Can you handle this? It's temporary. I will give you that. It is temporary, and it's that come to Jesus time where, is this for me or is this not for me? Am I dedicated or am I pulling back? So go to the cave, do some self-reflection, get in there, get in here, not in here, no spreadsheets, get in here. Is this the path for me? Do I want to do this? ask those questions and feel what comes through for you. You're going to know. You're going to know. This is that pivotal time where your decision after you have this cave time to determine these questions and to answer these questions, it will change the trajectory of your life. It will smooth the path out one way or another, right? So get to the cave, and the edge is just a temporary place. It is not forever. Okay. So please just keep that close to heart so that you know that there is a clearing. And I know I love to use that analogy about riding the wave. Getting that wave can get hairy and that wave can get scary as hell, but it does come to the end. It will come to shore. There is a resolution. And then you get to decide, do I even want to surf here anymore? I don't even like this beach, right? So let's just keep it light and easy like that, knowing that there is definitely resolution and peace to be had. It's waiting for you. Okay, let's get into some questions. Here comes the sun. Oh, I'm going to get all washed out here. Okay, so Jessica says, hello from British Columbia. Hello. Yes, I love it. Yep. Talking about the up-leveling, talking about, yes, dig it. Okay. Susan asks, hello, will my family heal from negativity? Let's take a look. That's one of those questions. It's like, that's big because it involves many people. So as a collective, will the family heal? 2 cards fell out. I'm going to go ahead and pull and just call these yours. The first one is soulmates. So a lot of people have this romantic notion of soulmates and being, that they're like the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life in a romantic sense. I don't see soulmates like that all the time. Most of the time, soulmates are just people who come into your life to teach you about love. And our families are definitely our soulmates, whether we like them or not. So a soulmate is here to stretch us, to teach us, to be our teachers. Oh, yay. So there's some fun stuff happening here. The healing, that's such a big question because the healing is going to come in all kinds of different forms for every individual, every person. And maybe not even in this lifetime, but it's an evolution. It's a long-term kind of situation. So it's complex and it's complicated, right? So there's no magic bullet, oh, the family's healed kind of thing. You can visualize your family being healed. You can bend the energy around your family being healed, but knowing also that every person in your family has their own individual path and their own purpose and their own lessons. So the answer could be yes. And I think that's the goal of life. Is it going to happen in this lifetime? Probably not. Not as a big, everybody's healed kind of situation. But you can rest assured that everybody is healing. Everybody is learning. Everybody is evolving. There is no final analysis. There's no end to this, right? We're infinite beings. So sometime you can count on this being healed. I think that is the trajectory of the human evolution, as we maybe pass into or incarnate into other forms and other dimensions. I don't want to get too deep, but know that your family are your soulmates. You're here to evolve and to grow and to heal at your own paces and levels. Okay. One size does not fit all. And then you also have the Yang card. And I think this one is specifically for you or Yang. That is the masculine energy of action and doing. So what this tells my heart is that it's up to you to do your own healing and to act on your own process here, and not allow the energy of everybody around you to affect your healing process or negatively, that everybody's going to be where they're at. And sometimes it's easier for family members that if we love them at a distance so that we can do our own personal healing. This is your rodeo, right? And so, yeah, we have the collective family, but we also have to be very mindful of our path, our healing. Do your healing, and then by osmosis, it trickles down on people who are willing to receive it, right? So focus on yourself, take action to heal your own heart. And you can definitely expect benefits, lots of benefits from that. Okay. Emily is hello. Pooja's hello. Okay, let's look at. Okay, so Pooja asked, what's the future of Namans and my connection? Okay. Those are not my favorite kinds of questions, guys. That's for the lady with the crystal ball. Okay. So I will pull a card for you and see what your lesson is, though. I go a little deeper than just those kind of questions, guys. So this might not be the place for you. So 22, you get a blessed card, a blessed number. So 22 is my number for keep the faith. And the card says blessed. So I will leave you with that. That's a good indicator. Count your blessings, know that there are blessings there. And then I would focus on those blessings. All right. Just expand them, open them, and not look for the problems, that kind of stuff. Okay. Kayla says, hey, Kayla. Danielle says, hey, from Scotland, would love a card if possible or a message from spirit. Absolutely, Danielle. Okay, let's keep these questions kind of personal to our individual selves, okay? As much as we can. I love to just focus on you and what is happening with you. So, Danielle from Scotland, in the magic cards. Well, interesting. You get the opposite of the yang card. You get the yin card. So Danielle, it's time for you to go within. It's time for you to really tap into your intuition, to trust your intuition. Thank you, clouds. And to rely on your intuition. This is that feminine energy that knows everything, that gentle, strong, like think of water. Like water is gentle flowing. It goes into the cracks. It flows with gravity. It's the easiest thing on the planet, right? And it's super gentle until there's a hurricane or a tidal wave, and there we go, right? So water, you are just as powerful and just as malleable and just as intuitive as water, so trust your impulses, trust the signs, the guidance. I love the hair pulls. I call that, my hair is being pulled by the stars again, from a nice Nin, my favorite quote, one of them. Trust that stuff. That's your higher self speaking to you. That's your spirit. And it's required that we use our intuition so that we can decipher, we can hear what those messages are for us and what they mean. And then we can ask for more, right? It's like, clarify, please. And the responsive universe always does. Okay. And maybe it's also time to go inside and to just rest. There's that, the opposite of the yang activity, which is action. The yin response is to rest and rejuvenate. Okay. Kathy, I sent you my question and donation, and I appreciate that. And I answered your question about 10 or 20 minutes ago. So you might have to do a replay on that. Okay. Smara, hey, how is Bill? I'm not answering those questions, guys. Kylie Tarot is still here trying to swoop up business. So I'm not in my Facebook deal to delete that person. Kylie, if you're that hard up for business, darling, I'm just sending you lots of abundance and prosperity your way, and the knowledge and wisdom to, be an independent entrepreneur so you can figure this stuff out yourself. Okay. Danielle, got it. Mel. Okay, Mel asks, oh, good Lord. Am I done with the hairy fast drop of that wave of the last 2 years? How's the upcoming year for me? Mel, I have the best feelings for your future. I really do. I think that 2023 is just going to be such a fabulous year for you. You have been in the trenches, working some stuff out. You have been putting your heart out there. You have done all the right things, made a couple little, pivots and strange turns, but your heart's always been in the right place, and you have always been broadcasting exactly what it is that you're wanting to create in your life. And now that you have cleared out the obstacle, the obstacle is no longer there. You have created a path for what your heart really, really has always been wanting, which is true love, which is a relationship, a mutual respect, an equal relationship. So yes, it's happening. I feel it. You're one of the people that I sense this big up leveling happening to, in the area of heart, in the area of family, in those areas, the sweeter, softer parts of you. So yes, everything is burning and churning in your favor. Let me go ahead and pull a card for you. No, I'm really excited for you. I love this. So your card is orphaned. That orphan part of you that has been playing in the dark and making those choices that were kind of collaborating or supporting this idea of being an orphan is being healed. It's finally being healed. So, oh, that feels so good. So you can know that you don't have to worry about this anymore. I know that is that's that waiting for the other shoe to drop feeling. It comes from this wounded place of the orphaned part of you, that inner child, that young lady in you that has been carrying this around. Know that it is healed. It is healed. You don't have to carry her around anymore. You can actually tell her, hey, it's all good. Take her by the hand and go buy her a Starbucks and let her know that she's cool now and she's in a safe place and she's a really good manifester and she can manifest whatever it is that she wants, and she doesn't have to be held hostage by this anymore, ever again. All right, that's good stuff. Julie, hey Julie, she says, hey, a card please if there's time. It's 2:38. I got time. Okay, Julie, so let's see what the wisdom of the oracle has to say for you. Okay, Julie. Unfinished Symphony, card number 10. So this talks about that there's something going on that still needs your attention. Unfinished business is the phrase that comes up for me. What I get for you, seriously, it doesn't feel like an emotional situation. It feels like a physical one. It feels like you need to go finish that project that you started. And get her done. So there's maybe some delay or procrastination happening. And when you put your attention to this project and you finalize it, you're going to be so happy with the results, and it's going to really lift your energy so that you have the space and capacity to even do more, offer more, and get on to the next thing. So it feels like this is keeping you in a holding place. And I just want to kind of break free from that holding place. And the way to break free from it is to finish the unfinished business, finish it, get on with it. No more procrastinating. Okay. All righty. Um, okay, Jessica, could I get a card on love with twin soulmate? Did I already do that? Hey, KWZ, I'm late for reading. That's all right. We still have time. So go ahead, Jessica, and ask your question. I'm not real clear on what you're asking right there. In the meantime, Queen Nadine says, hey. Nice young pronunciation. Yang, yang, whatever. So let's see, who do I want to go to here? So let's do KWZ. I'm late for a reading. I'm guessing you're here for a reading, yeah? So let's go ahead and pull a card. And just for those of you who are late or coming in just now, that's all good. We're doing Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed. Very tied into the traditional tarot. Just prettier. Yeah, love her artwork. Okay, so KWZ, what's in the cards for you? We have regeneration. Okay, so it looks like, KWZ, that you're building over. You got knocked down, and now you're getting back up again, and you're figuring some stuff out, and now you're growing back stronger. So I'm not sure in what area of your life this is, maybe work, love, maybe all of the above, right? So a lot of times this is a necessary part of the process where we get mowed down and we hit our knees and some drastic things happen so that we can design better, create better, be way more proactive in our creation process of what we want to build next, instead of accepting the same old default crap that we got in the past, right? So this, again, I started the whole conversation today about this feeling of up-leveling happening with a lot of people. And KBZ, this is you. You are definitely on the up level, on the upswing. So allow this transition to happen slowly. Regeneration, regrowth takes a minute, right? So patience. And definitely, most definitely, as you're regenerating, consciously project, use that imagination of how you want things to look, how you want to feel, all that good stuff. And it's manifesting at its very best. Okay, so before I get to the next one, this is a really good time for me to invite you over to my website. And all in January, in my group, in my Enchanted Empath community, it's a members only community, we are going to blast off with manifesting. I spend a good deal of time, 3 months, on manifesting. And we cover manifesting principles. We cover feng shui, because manifesting is physical, it's mental, it's emotional. So we get it on all levels so that you become a really strong, powerful manifester, very conscious, very deliberate in your creations. And so we're going to be blasting off January, of course. That's the new year. And so I would love to invite you to join the community. It's $22 a month. You get a workshop every single week. And it's all inside a private community, not on Facebook. We meet by Zoom on Thursday nights for workshops. We have special events. And we get to really know each other and know the things that we are manifesting and support one another in a really strong, powerful way. So go check that out if you are interested in improving your life, changing your life, up-leveling your life, manifesting great things in your future, knowing that You can accept the same old, or you can tweak your consciousness and manifest better. Okay. I'm all about manifesting better. So take a look over there. And then I have, hello, I'm Angeli here, new here. Can I get a reading, please? What is going on with me? I need guidance, please, and thank you. Absolutely, Angeli. So let's see, what is going on with you now? Angeli. Same as Vivi. We're between worlds. Between worlds. Okay, so that is talking about a shift and up leveling that's happening with you as well. When we're going through these up leveling and these shifts, it's uncomfortable. We feel a change and we're like, what? And the human comfortable side of us wants to stay in our comfort zone and stay in that small place. I've even had that, with manifesting this new house. It's like, well, I could just stay here. It's really comfortable and it's all pretty. But no, there's so much more on the other side. And so this card really speaks to keeping your eyes on the prize, keeping your dream, keeping your desires alive and lit, and knowing that they may not be here right now. They're in the works, but they're on their way. And so for you to keep your energy, keep your focus on that, and resist that habit of shrinking back, and knowing that and deciding that you are up leveling. I'm going. And if I have growing pains, I have growing pains. And if feels like a little bit of a struggle, that's okay, because I'm growing and the juice is worth the squeeze, and you're going to get more from the uncomfortable situation of growth, right? So trust the process, have patience, go with the intuitive impulses that you feel as far as the action steps are concerned with this new movement that's happening in your life. Okay. Exciting time. It's a really exciting time. And it can be a little anxiety producing. Some people love change. Some people don't do well with change, right? So know which one you are, and then buckle up and change anyway, because it's in your best interest. It's, you're being evolved and you're being pulled and up leveled. It's always a happy ending on that, or it's never an ending. It's always a happy move. And then there's going to be more, and then there's going to be more, and then there's going to be more. So if you stay here, though, you'll never get to experience what that potential more could be like, right? So get out of that comfort zone and stretch. Okay, Queen Nadine, can I have a general reading, please? Yes, ma'am. Did I already do this? I can't remember. I feel like I'm scrolling backwards. Queen Nadine, let's see what's in the cards for you. Oh, this is a pretty card. Flexible. Nadine, where are you being rigid in your life? It's time to be flexible. It's time to know that there's more than one perspective. There's more than one way. This is, again, being like water, going with the flow and being in the place where you allow spirit to lead you instead of leading with ego or feeling right. That ego just wants everybody to be right in their own terms, and that blocks us from so many blessings, guys. So Queen, get out of your way and be flexible so that you can receive. This is about opening up so that you can receive more, is what I'm feeling. I see you in your way. So be loving and kind and go, oh, you sweet, silly Nadine, you're blocking yourself again. We all do it, every single one of us, including myself. And now we're going to get out of the way and be flexible and see things from different perspectives, from different possibilities, and allow ourselves to be surprised and delighted by the different ways that the universe delivers these blessings to us. So we think we know it all, but we don't. We don't know anything, right? So let the universe surprise you. Okay. Yes, Pooja, I did answer your question. Melody says, thanks, Shar. Gonna book a reading. And she put a link to my website. It is charlenemurphy.com. Yes, it's on the screen there. Debbie is here. Debbie says, the last week I have been dealing with very strange and negative energy. Will it stop soon? What is going on with Deb's energy? Okay. Kind of just want to look into that one, Deb, but let's see. Take up a lot of my attention here. Okay. This is good. So yours is breathe. Okay. Just breathe. Slow and steady wins the race. This is that whole reassurance card that everything's okay, that everything is working out. A lot of times too, that negative energy just comes from our impatience, our pushiness, our desire to get things done. I know that I do that. That whole, what I'm sensing is not to, and I'm sure there's some outside influences also at play here, Deb, but sometimes, we get into a funk of our own. And I'm thinking of like times that I just wake up grumpy, and because I hardly ever wake up grumpy. I mean, why would I? Nobody has had a chance to mess with me yet, right? So you wake up grumpy, and then all this, then you're out of toothpaste, and you bump your knee, and you're out of coffee, and then it's just like shit, shit, shit show. It's just everything is so negative. But it's us. We have gotten into a spiral effect, and so it's up to us to really pause and breathe and take a time out so that we can readjust ourselves, kind of like, okay, I need to redo, reset, reboot, backspace, backspace. And the only way we can do this is to stop the momentum. Stop the momentum of the thought processes of the negativity, right? So I would urge you to do this. And while you're in this meditation and you stop and slow this momentum of the energies around you, count your blessings and really focus on the other things that are going on. So that way you're feeding the paving the way and feeding the positive, the more positive energy, the energy that feels better. I don't mean to sound like Pollyanna, but it's okay if I do. And then stop giving the attention or feeding the negative energy so much. So it's all about momentum and slowing it down, right? And then slow that car down, slow the momentum down, and then you can stop, and then you can turn the other direction. Think of it like that. It's kind of a simple process, really, energetically. Okay, Kathy says, nice. And then Anjali says, oh my gosh, yes, very uncomfortable, feeling like there's a lot of things going on with me. Thanks a lot, hon. It resonates. Yes, be patient, be patient. A lot of times what happens is, because we're human, whenever we have any kind of pain or anxiety, we freak the F out and we think that something is wrong. So in my world, what I have trained myself to do, which means that everybody can do this, because we have to train ourselves. We're not taught this. We weren't born knowing this. We are works in progress. Whenever there is pain, anxiety, angst, struggle, it is our body's way. It's our indicator. It's like our little warning light in our dashboard in our car that something's off, that something's out of alignment, right? And it needs your attention. It doesn't mean we need to freak out and just drive the car off the bridge into a water and crash it. It just means, oh, we need to take the car into the shop and we need to see what's up, right? And so if we have that same level of patience and kindness with ourselves that we do for our cars and other indicators, that we would just see or know that our body's responses are just signals to be paid attention to. The signals, if we don't pay attention to, will get louder and louder and louder, and then it turns into kind of a crisis situation. So my remedy or my preference is to pay attention to those signals when they're small. Like dig in there and go, I'm feeling anxious right now. What is that? What's going on? Before the momentum gets too hairy. Now, we're not always going to correct that right in time. Sometimes we're going to go out there with it because there's a bigger lesson for us out there. So just know that there is some reason for these things that is really speaking to you, increasing your awareness and coming into alignment. It just means that you're out of alignment with the thing that your higher self wants for you. Like, okay, I want to be in the best health of my life, but then you go and don't eat food to thinking that that's going to be the remedy or whatever, and then all of a sudden you get an illness or you just feel awful. That's your body's way of saying that's not the way. Nope, nope, nope. Pivot. Let's do something else. So that's all it is. So don't be frightened by the signs and signals, guys. Just listen, and then ask yourself, ask your heart, okay, so what do I need to do? What's the remedy here? And then to wait for the answer to come to you intuitively. It always does. Not spreadsheet time. It's not time to Google. It's not time to do any of that stuff. It's time to wait, and the response will come to you. It'll come out of the blue. It can come as a message from a person that's just like, oh, dude, I was just thinking of that. And then there's your answer. Or, you're driving a car and then there's a bumper sticker that says something. And it's like, oh, that's for me. Oh my gosh, there's the answer. So you are surrounded by signs, answers, guidance. Be open to receiving it. You don't have to figure all this stuff out yourself. And never is it a good idea to try to figure it all out intellectually. It's very limited in there, guys. You only know what you know. Blow it out, and then you can get the answers from the universe. Is so much more vast. Okay. I'm off my soapbox. Queen says, thank you. Makes a lot of sense. Yay. And Pooja says, thank you so much. Okay. Kylie, still here trying to get your business, folks. Oh, by the way, speaking of business, if you do resonate with what I'm putting down, make a donation for me. Send me some love at buymeacoffee.com/Enchanted Empath. All right, Kylie, see, that's how you do it. Kylie, just open your own Facebook Live and do your own readings, and people will happily donate money to you if you provide service and value. All right. Okay, I think we're about done, guys. So let's see if I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. If I did miss you, my apologies, but feel free to pop something in there right now. Yes. I want to pull a card on Kylie. Here's a reading for you, dear. Imagine your own Facebook group. Imagine your own business. Imagine doing your own work easily and gently without annoying the shit out of other people or stealing from other people. Imagine yourself being prosperous. Imagine yourself being abundant in finances. Imagine your bank account being full of money from your very own clients. Wow, imagine that. Good stuff, guys. Alrighty, so tonight's full moon, enjoy the full moon, tap into that intuition, do the heart test. This is a great time for you guys to get guidance, intuitive guidance, the good stuff, the stuff with the capital T, truth for you that resonates with you at your highest levels. Tap in, tune in, and see what is brewing and happening within you, and know that there are always answers for you. I hope my guidance was helpful for you today. Thank you for spending your time and your energy with me. I love doing this. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you on Tarot Tuesdays, today Wednesday. I will probably see you back next Tuesday unless I'm still painting my house. I'm hopefully done by then. So knock on wood. And in the meantime, guys, take good care of yourselves and each other and be blessed. Take care.